Welcome to episode 11 of the Do Drunk Door podcast, which is appropriate because 11 Stranger Things 2.
Damn it, I was about to make that joke.
Were you going to do that?
Yeah, I was waiting. I was like, as soon as he stops, I'm going to be like, speaking of 11, Stranger Things 2. But you stole it, so I quit.
Yeah, alright.
Also, you were fired last week. I don't know why you're here.
I'll do the rest with Maisie. My sister's dog that I'm watching.
Yeah.
Anyway, Stranger Things 2 trailer looked really good, and man, Will is going through some stuff. I have a feeling that's probably going to be like the first few episodes, is all that's happening to him.
Yeah, Will is the one that went missing the first time.
Yeah.
Right? What's the main one's name?
I honestly can't.
I don't know any of their names.
Nah, me neither.
11.
I know 11.
Will.
And Will, because it's like, Will!
Let's go.
That's how you know Will's name. But yeah, I think probably that's going to be kind of early on is him seeing the things. Then eventually, he tells someone, and it's like, oh, we got to figure this out.
Yeah, they send him to that little...
Also, 11 is alive again. She's still alive.
Yeah.
And she's coming into the school through a portal somehow.
Well, remember at the end of the first one, the sheriff leaves those sandwiches, or whatever it was, out.
Wasn't it waffles? It was Eggos.
Well, yeah, Eggos. Leaves those Eggos out for her. So he knows where she is, apparently.
Yeah, somehow. They also show the sheriff in, he's basically in the Upside Down in a few scenes.
Yeah, at some point, yeah.
He just hangs out in there.
The first,
That's where he works.
Monster.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Up in the clouds?
Yeah. Anything that big. That's what I really liked about The Mist as well.
It's pretty spooktacular.
Stephen King's The Mist. And that's getting a TV series. I don't need to watch that trailer.
Yeah. But anyway... it sucks that I had to start off talking about Stranger Things because I said episode 11, because that's probably the most excited I've been for any of the trailers I've watched, which is saying something, because the Thor trailer was amazing.
I was going to say, I think I was more excited for the Thor trailer.
Yeah, the Thor trailer is really good.
It's going to be, how are you?
How am I?
You doing good? I'm doing pretty good.
What is this segue?
What was the release date for Stranger Things? I just messed up and was like, I'm just going to...
I don't know, probably Halloween.
Was it? That's what I was thinking, but
it's probably
Did it say 2018 at the end?
Oh, shoot.
Surely not.
Oh, man.
Because that looks done.
It might actually be 2018. Let me double check.
I hope not. It's got to be around Halloween. It did the Thriller soundtrack.
Yeah, and they were talking about...
they're dressed up for Halloween.
Yeah,
Ghostbusters.
They're actually, yeah.
I love that they're playing
so cool.
that... now I can't think of what it's called. Dragon's Tail.
Yeah.
Is it Dragon's Tail?
Dragon's Lair.
Dragon's Lair. Dragon's Tail is...
Dragon Tales, yeah.
Dragon Tales. That was
PBS.
Dragon's Lair, yeah. I was like, oh, that's cool. And that's exactly how it's kind of funny because we went to that arcade today.
Yeah. Didn't play that, but...
Yeah, you didn't.
Oh, you guys played it?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I was just stating the fact that you didn't play it.
I sure didn't.
And I also didn't play it.
You're right about that.
Yeah, I really miss arcades.
Good thing I don't have to miss them. I got them right.
I know. You got 7.
I had 7.
Right up around here. Yeah. I don't have anywhere I live.
They just pop up for no reason.
We get pool halls. We got a lot of pool halls.
We played Injustice 2 extensively, and that's a good game. I can't wait for it to come out.
Yeah, we can use that to... Yeah, yeah, when all the DLC is finally released and we actually pay $60 for the... If it goes on sale, if the Ultimate Edition goes on sale...
If the Ultimate Edition went on sale for $60, then yeah, it's the same thing. You're buying the complete game.
Even if it's like 60, 70, because... Just the pack of... Because it was a good game. I mean, I was
it was good. I was having a good time.
At this point, I'm not wanting to be like a...
October 27th.
Oh, okay, sweet.
Wait. Yes, October 27th. Cool.
For Stranger Things
Right in time for Halloween! But yeah.
Yeah, no, Injustice. There are like a ton of new characters.
Yeah, most of them are new. I think, actually, most of them are... new characters that weren't in the first game, which isn't to say that the first game's roster sucked. I think it was just
no, it was cool.
NetherRealm was like...
Playing it safe.
What if we put a whole bunch of effort into this and just did a whole bunch of new things? And just pull the characters from the first game.
Warner Brothers
the thing that Street Fighter is incapable of doing.
Yeah. Warner Brothers probably forced them into the DLC thing.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah, because Ed Boon did not want to answer those questions.
Yeah.
Ever. He was just like...
Before the game came out, we had 5 confirmed DLC characters. There was Brainiac, Darkseid, Red Hood, Starfire, and Sub-Zero. They showed Starfire, and she looks good, and she looks maybe a little too useful.
The DLC, if you just buy if you don't buy the DLC pack, like the season pass, like just the 3 character pack, not including Brainiac or Darkseid.
Yeah, it's $20.
It's $20 for 3 characters.
It's completely unreasonable.
So if you bought all 4, and they're all going to be $20, I mean, obviously, if you're going to do that, you just need to buy the season pass.
There's a cheaper one where you just buy it at once, and I think the season pass is $60, so you save $20.
The season pass is $60?
Yeah. I think so. Unless it's like, I don't know, maybe 50 or something.
Well, I was thinking the Ultimate Edition was $80 and it came with a season pass.
I thought the Ultimate Edition was $100. There were 3 versions.
Yeah, wasn't there 60, 80?
Yeah, I thought 100? There was a 60, 80, 100. And I think the Ultimate version is 100.
What did 80 come with?
I think 80, not sure.
Skins and stuff, probably.
Oh, yeah, I think it has like
Armor.
the premier skins. Like you get John Stewart, Green Lantern, Reverse Flash,
Green Lantern.
What was the third one? Oh, Mr. Freeze.
I like that though. I like that Mr. Freeze is.
We were playing that and I was like, why is Captain Cold so cool?
Yeah,
Which I didn't realize the pun when I said it. But I was like, he's had like cool lines and cool moves and an awesome super. Anyway.
Yeah, that was fun.
Justice 2 is good. Tekken 7's great.
Yeah, Tekken 7 was incredible.
I'm actually probably going to get Tekken 7 as soon as I can.
Yeah, I'll get it before Injustice 2 just because reasons.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had more fun playing Tekken 2, but
Tekken 7.
Tekken 7, but Injustice 2 was fun.
Yeah.
As well. They were fun. Speaking of Injustice, you know what trailer we watched?
Justice League.
Justice League got a new trailer.
It was a really good trailer.
Yeah, it was incredible.
There was nothing in it where I was like, that looks horrible, which is how I normally react to DC trailers. There's always something in there where it's like, that looked bad.
There's like definitely some night action. I mean, the CGI is still kind of shit, but that's just expected.
Cyborg still looks pretty mediocre.
But I like how when the parademons are coming through, it's like red from like the portal that they're coming through. So it's like a red fire. That's pretty original. Well, it's not original for like 80s horror movies where anything is in hell, or hell's on earth. But that's a pretty sweet.
I haven't seen that in like a large scale superhero fight in a while.
Yeah,
it's like the main color is red.
Really good dialogue. Like
Aquaman still looks awesome. The Flash looks hilarious and looks like the Flash from Justice League.
He doesn't look hilarious.
Oh no, he looks
a hilarious
to be
character.
Hilarious.
Yeah. I haven't really fought anyone. I haven't really done battle. I've like pushed people and run away.
And then like when Gordon turns around and all of them run away, and he's just like, whoa, like looking around.
Well, the Flash didn't even. They all left, didn't they? Disappeared. That was rude.
That's rude.
Yeah, I really like, and I don't. It's not Superman at the end. At the end of the trailer,
oh yeah, at the end of the trailer, there's
at the end of the trailer, Alfred is like working on something. Yeah, and they're stomping, and like Alfred like looks up. I guess he thinks it's Batman, and he like looks up, and he's like,
"He said you'd come."
He said you'd come. I hope you're not too late. But I watched it again, and his glasses is green.
Oh,
there's something green glowing on his glasses, so it's Green Lantern.
Yeah, it's Green Lantern.
And it's probably Hal Jordan.
All right, cool.
And the only reason I think it is Hal Jordan is because that one picture that Jason Momoa shared has a Green Lantern. Is Hal Jordan. Yeah, it's Hal Jordan Green Lantern.
Also, Superman's in that picture that Jason Momoa shared. Superman's suit is bright blue and bright red.
Yeah, but in that same thing, Batman's symbol is yellow, but is not yellow.
Oh, that's true. Never mind.
Well, do we see Batman in his suit in
excited? The movie? Not in that suit.
In that trailer? No, do we see a suit? Because he's wearing battle armor most of the time.
Oh, I'm not sure.
I hope Superman doesn't come back as bad, because I think they essentially scrapped it and rewrote everything.
They already did evil Superman in Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman. He was already a douchebag.
Yeah, I don't think you gain anything from watching him fight the Justice League again. Yeah. If anything, it makes Superman even worse because no one is like attached to Superman.
It's like, so now the movie is admitting that he's been just a nutcase.
That only works if he is like the Boy Scout, like he's supposed to be.
Yeah, evil Superman only works if you've actually done a good guy Superman.
It'd be like if Bill Cosby started raping people. That's the shock it would deliver you.
Yeah. Good.
Thankfully, that hasn't happened.
Yeah, thankfully we haven't had to deal with evil Bill Cosby in real life. The one we live in. Wake up and smell the death.
Oh man, Half-Life 2 has such a good opening line.
Wow.
It's wake up, Mr. Freeman, wake up and smell the ashes.
Oh, okay.
He's talking about like things like falling apart.
Dude, a Half-Life movie would be pretty great.
Yeah,
too bad it like a game will never happen.
I don't know how you could. It's either it's pretty simple actually. I think you could do it. They're
also,
supposed to be doing
the second one's pretty cinematic.
Portal movie. I'd rather see the first one as a movie though. The second one has like a ton of political and also atmospheric things that it's kind of you're just in the world.
Yeah.
But in the first one, it's like a horror movie.
Yeah, it's like more linear and stuff.
And mercenaries and stiff.
Okay, one thing I didn't like about the Justice League trailer, and something I'm not going to like about the movie, is people still pretending that Superman inspired anyone. And still pretending
they tried to
he was the light of our world, and I'm like, everything sucked as soon as he showed up. Like, he was the worst thing that ever happened to Earth.
I mean, they showed him saving people and all that, but I don't think that
he was pretty bad at that too.
They didn't imply. Well, I'm saying in the front of the movie, in the front of BVS, it shows him rescue the people off the top of the houses and
shows him taking his sweet time, basking in the glory, them reaching out at him. He's like,
but yeah,
you love me, you need me.
I don't think he was doing that.
He was absolutely doing that. Why would he wait? Let's not talk about how bad BVS is.
Because it's Zack Snyder being cinematic. It's a moment.
That's a stupid moment.
But I'm saying it's a moment of he's coming down. He's supposed to be the sending, but I don't think Superman himself felt like he was doing that.
Oh, it was just him doing it in the movie.
It was Zack. It was Zack Snyder trying to get that imagery out, but the character of Superman didn't act like that was what he was wanting to do. He was mostly not wanting to be Superman. Well, he's probably going to be dead most of the movie.
No, I mean we get to look forward to more of Zack Snyder directing moments instead of a movie.
No, we don't. He's not doing.
Oh yeah, he got taken off of it.
Yeah, that's what I just. Well, he stepped off of it, and they came in and said that Joss Whedon took over to finish post production stuff. But then apparently a rumor came out that said Joss Whedon has been working on this movie for months.
Oh, okay.
That he had been working.
So it might just be a Joss Whedon movie
for a long time. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they rewrote a lot of it, and they're also trying to. There's a rumor going around that they're trying to gracefully usher Ben Affleck out of the role of Batman.
Oh yeah.
So
gracefully by doing a Flashpoint paradox, but they also confirmed
they're going to do that. The thing is you can kill Ben Affleck.
Yeah, he's a mortal man.
I think what they should do if they're going to gracefully work him out, because they didn't the Robin that gets killed, Jason Todd. So we know there's at least been one.
Yeah.
We're going to do a Nightwing movie. So I think what they're going to do, because they wanted to gracefully do it, I don't think they're going to have Batman, die. Well, unless he, has to stay behind to close the portal. And,
yeah, something like that.
But I'm thinking he'll probably get to a world that's, all ravaged and shit, and he's like, I need to stay here and make a difference here.
It's something like that, yeah.
Which I would like that ending. Even in, an animated, if Batman's you guys, our world has Superman, it has Wonder Woman, it has you guys.
That would be heavy.
Yeah.
Batman gets to feel needed again.
Yeah. He's this world has no one, or no one yet.
Yeah.
Even if he's, not telling them, they all walk through the portal, and then he says it, and then he, and they're like, wait!
Uh-huh.
And then you could eventually
and then
make that
Nightwing
movie.
could become Batman, and we could have Dick Bat.
I don't want him to be Batman. I'd rather him just be Nightwing. But that won't happen for merchandising reasons.
Yeah, you have to have someone being Batman.
I guess I'd be okay with that, but I don't know who you'd cast. Obviously someone younger.
Someone who could convincingly play Nightwing, who is now playing Batman.
Well, Nightwing is super attractive. It's canon.
It's basically he's the male Power Girl of DC.
It's canon in the comics that he's the most attractive. That he's the most attractive person in the world.
If all the People magazine is every single year he wins it. He wins the Sexiest Man Alive in the DC universe. He wins it every single time.
I don't know who could play Nightwing. I don't know a lot of younger actors.
That aren't already super busy doing other stuff. Wasn't there a rumor that Armie Hammer was going to do it?
You know who could do it? Chris O'Donnell.
Chris O'Donnell?
Batman Forever.
Oh.
Batman and Robin.
Yeah. Well, he was also Robin in Batman Forever.
Oh, that's
Wasn't
right.
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like his origin story.
Maybe. Who knows?
God, that movie sucked. I was talking to one of my friends one time, and it was like, I was like, "What's your least favorite superhero movie?" And you can't say Batman and Robin, and he said Batman Forever.
Yeah,
I was like, "Dang it!"
The next one.
Next. What's the one after that one?
Ooh, Jake Gyllenhaal.
He could do Nightwing. Yeah, he's in the proper shape for it.
I would really like to see Kit Harington, who's Jon Snow in Game of Thrones, because that is about to end in like another season.
He would just have to bulk up.
He's pretty.
Isn't he kind of short though?
Well, it doesn't matter.
Does it matter?
It won't matter because of the way they can film it.
That's
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Tom Cruise is playing Jack Reacher.
Yeah, who's a 6'5"
monstrosity.
But even if I'm trying to look at some of these other ones, Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Have him just do that one too.
No, not this guy. Gross.
I don't even know who that guy was.
He was from.
Oh, was that the Lucky Number 11 guy?
I don't think so. He was from American. No, that's the main guy.
Oh, that's Josh Hartnett. Yeah.
He could maybe do it.
He might be
oddly attractive sometimes, but he's too old.
I was gonna say he's too old. In Bunraku, he was pretty cool though.
I need to watch that.
He was actually doing a lot of his own stunts, surprisingly.
You know who could play him? John Nightwing.
John Nightwing. Almost like he was born for the role.
So if he gets ushered out, they have confirmed that they are doing, which those may also just be rumors.
The Flashpoint thing?
No, not Flashpoint, but Batman going, Bruce Wayne leaving, because...
Well, see, when they asked Ben Affleck, he never said, "I'm not leaving." He was addressing the rumor that said that he was going to leave before the Batman. He only addresses that. And he says, "I'm staying on board because of the director." I can't remember his name right now. Matt Reeves, yeah.
War of the Planet of the Apes. Wolf Depota.
He was like, "I'm staying on there because he's a good director and he's made me excited about it." But he didn't say anything about staying on there.
No, he went like crazy. He was like, "I fucking love Batman." He's like, "I don't want to." He's like, "This is all I want to do." Like that's.
Oh, okay.
He
it didn't say that in the article I read.
Oh, well, this was at Comic-Con during the panel. But at the same time, if they were ushering him out, he's not going
to say it. Yeah,
he's not either going to know. He's either not going to know, or he's not going to be like, "Oh yeah, that's totally true."
Yeah, and like that kind of reaction,
especially at Comic-Con, like you're not going to announce that
if you're confronted with that question.
But he'll at least be in the Batman.
Yeah,
because they're already like, Matt Reeves ditched Ben Affleck's script, and he's writing his own. Yeah, which I mean, good. No, I mean Ben Affleck's a fantastic writer and a fantastic director, but
it's good if Matt Reeves is directing his own movie.
Yeah,
just because Matt Reeves directs good movies.
There was Riftapota, and then Diftapota, and now Wiftapota, and then just Pota.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to keep going. I wonder if they'll eventually just reboot Planet of the Apes. Because Caesar's dead.
You know what? Okay.
I haven't seen. That's not a spoiler for War of the Planet of the Apes. I mean, Caesar would be dead by the time Planet of the Apes takes place.
Yeah, by the time Charlton Heston shows up.
I just wanted that. I didn't want someone to be like, "Oh, he spoiled it."
We haven't actually seen the movie, so I
don't know if that's true or not. I imagine it is. I think he will die.
He's probably gonna die.
I hope not. I really like him. That's one of the only...
Yeah, I really like that character.
Yeah, I do too. Most characters, I'm just like, kill him.
I don't care.
Who cares? Boss.
Just some damn dirty ape.
Oh, nice. That's Boss Baby. Baby Boss?
Boss?
I was going to make a joke.
What are we talking about?
That movie. Baby Boss or Boss Baby.
Why are we talking about?
Because I was going to make a joke about killing that baby.
Oh, okay.
Remind me to take my Planet of the Apes movie.
Yeah, I saw that earlier downstairs. I was like, he's probably going to want that.
Is that Ninja Turtles?
Tell him.
No, that's Sing. Do you have Ninja Turtles?
I do. I have the first one.
Borrow it. I may borrow a lot of stuff.
Anyway.
I don't have anything to watch. Okay.
What were we... I was going to talk about something after Justice League. Was it somehow related to DC?
They didn't show anything else for DC. They've confirmed a Flashpoint. Green Lantern is going to be... I wonder who's playing Green Lantern.
Yeah, they haven't confirmed anything.
If it's Hal Jordan... I was going to say Chris Pine, but he can't do that now.
Yeah.
Unless... Nah, that wouldn't work.
No.
I was going to say unless the ring found him in the plane right before he pressed the button and, absorbed it. But
dude, that would be insane and dumb and kind of ruin Wonder Woman for me.
Yeah, but at that point it'd be like, but why has he not shown back up?
Yeah.
Well,
I was in space the whole time.
Technically, it never says he doesn't.
Also, that would make Hal Jordan, really old.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I didn't think of that.
And if he isn't old, they'd have to explain, oh, Green Lanterns don't age.
What if he got frozen?
What if he was just Captain America? What if that plane crashed the plane and was frozen?
I really like Chris Evans. Well, Dion and I talked about this. I like Chris Evans, but before we jump on that, I think Chris Pine would have made a good Captain America.
Yeah, I think would have made a good Captain America.
But he is, like we said last time, he's pretty roguish.
Yeah.
So it'd be like a more roguish.
He wouldn't be as super principled.
I don't know.
Clear cut.
Who do you think would play Hal Jordan?
I don't know.
I mean, there's a chance it's Kyle Rayner or it's not Guy Gardner.
I honestly don't.
And it could be Jon Stewart.
I don't have a very good grasp on who Hal Jordan is as a character. So I can't really speculate. If we're going just about looks, attractive white guy with a good chin and brown hair.
Armie Hammer.
All right. Have Armie Hammer do Green Lantern. Have him do Hal.
Yeah.
No, actually, yeah. I could see him doing Hal Jordan.
It's not Nathan Fillion. Jonah Hill.
Oh, Nathan Fillion has played him in the cartoons.
Yeah, that's what I pulled up casting in it.
Yeah.
He's too old to do it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Now. Patrick Wilson. He would not be a bad.
Oh, yeah. Patrick Wilson would be good, actually. I like that idea.
Yeah, Luke Evans is gross. Armie Hammer is
Luke Evans isn't gross. He just doesn't look like
Hey, Jake Gyllenhaal.
Just cast him as everyone.
Might as well. Ooh, John Krasinski. I'd actually be really okay with that.
Yeah. I would... okay, no. Now I'm on the John Krasinski train.
Yeah. Let me see who else we got.
Because, okay... Clarify. Last time a lot of people saw John Krasinski was on The Office, but he's like buff and
he's like ripped.
He looks awesome.
He was really good in Benghazi.
He's also really tall, so he could be imposing. He would look like a superhero.
I'd be okay with Joel Edgerton or that's one of the other guys.
Yeah, Joel Edgerton.
Joel Edgerton or I don't know who Toby Stevens is, but
me neither.
Joel Edgerton or
I've seen that guy.
Yeah, no, I'm John Krasinski train.
Yep. John Krasinski for Hal Jordan 2018.
You heard it here first.
Gonna start the campaign now.
I'm gonna just email Mr. DC Comics.
John DC Comics. Send an email right to his door.
Send an email right to his door.
Yeah, address.
Write an email and print it out and just put it on his door.
Tape it on his front door. He doesn't notice it for a few days because you taped it on his front door. It's like under the wreath too. He finds it one day. What is this?
Oh my god.
It's genius.
Fire Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is going to play Hal Jordan.
Apparently he's on the short list. It's a rumored short list, but it's Ryan Reynolds, Tom Cruise, Jake Gyllenhaal, Armie Hammer, Bradley Cooper, and Joel McHale.
How about we put John Krasinski on there?
Yeah, I'd like John Krasinski. Who is Joel McHale? Why does that sound familiar?
I think he was in something relatively recently.
That's what I was thinking. Joel McHale. Oh, he's the guy from Community. That's what I was thinking, but then I was like, nah, he must have a different last name.
Yeah.
No,
that doesn't work.
No, not at all.
He's not got the face.
No, he's too, like, nice. I mean, he's not nice, but he's too, like, Hal Jordan's not, like, a funny, like, kind of guy.
No, he's not that kind of person.
But you know who is? The Joker.
John Krasinski.
And John Krasinski.
Oh, dude, no, I could see Joel McHale playing a Joker.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I wonder if Jared Leto's going to be back.
Honestly, I don't know if I care if he comes back or not. If he comes back, I'm like, okay, well, maybe we'll see him as the Joker.
I would rather him not come back because, well, he said, like, F Warner Brothers. Like, he said that.
I wouldn't mind it just everyone wiping their hands clean of that.
Yeah,
if they could.
I think they're trying to. I think they're being like, everything that happened before Wonder Woman didn't really happen.
There was, they talked to, I can't remember his name. Director of Suicide Squad.
David Ayer,
yeah. He was talking about why he's not doing Suicide Squad 2. And he said he's doing Gotham City Sirens. It's like, honestly, I wouldn't have even gone back to DC.
I wouldn't
after
either.
that. I would have been like, even if the things are looking good, it's like, I'm not. Yeah. I'd rather just
I'd try to
have
pitch something to Marvel.
Yeah, or I'd make Bright.
Oh, yeah, he did that. I forgot to watch that trailer. I've seen like the front of it, but I haven't seen it. I didn't watch all of it.
It looks good. It looks like End of Watch with Works.
And fairies. Apparently they're allowed to just kill fairies.
I don't think fairies are like considered like full-on people. I think they're basically bugs that look like people, which I think would really bother me. Yeah, but if a bug started flying around, looked kind of like a person, Actually, no, I might kill it.
Yeah, but it's
what
weird.
Is that?
It's weird that that's legal in that world.
Yeah.
It's like clearly fairies are more sentient or more intelligent than an actual bug.
Wasn't it just like eating something? It was eating the bird seed.
Yeah.
Maybe it isn't that intelligent.
I don't know. Yeah, when I saw that, I was just like,
maybe it's the equivalent of like
a really weird thing to happen.
Maybe it was the equivalent of like a crackhead trying to break into his shed or something.
I'm not sure that's the same.
Bust a cap in him.
I guess with a broom. I'm really not excited for Gotham City Sirens either.
Nah, it's gonna suck.
Why?
It's gonna blow.
There's no point in having it.
Other directions.
Oh, and Black Adam's not in Shazam.
Why?
What's it gonna be? It's rumored that Dwayne Johnson is not in... Or Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam is not in Shazam.
Well, then what is he in?
I don't know. I don't know why he's been cast.
We cast Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Black Adam, and we're never going to use him.
Like, ever. Just not... You'll just never see him.
We're going to have Shazam without his one identifiable villain. To general pop culture. Honestly,
I don't know many Shazam.
I only know Black Adam, and I only know Black Adam because of the animated movies and because of Injustice. Dude, Injustice 2 only has Black Adam. Like he's potentially becoming more recognizable now they've cast The Rock.
It's weird. Oh wait, yeah, I remember. Never mind.
It's just like we're just not going to talk about Shazam.
Speaking of villains, Ant-Man.
Oh yeah, they
not the best one, not the best transition, not the worst I've had.
Nah, they started talking about some new casting.
They cast the two I didn't know, but they cast Lawrence Fishburne as
Black Goliath.
Bill Foster, who's Black Goliath, who's like a Black Goliath.
He's basically okay. So here's what they did, right? You had the Wasp, or not the Wasp, Yellow Jacket to be the mirror villain.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Right, yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer is going to be the Wasp.
Yeah.
The original Wasp.
She shows up in the end
of wife.
Ant-Man.
She shows up what?
I don't know if Black Goliath's a villain or not. He's got like his own book.
Isn't he like an anti-hero or something?
Oh, he may be. I don't know much about him.
Me neither.
He looks like Luke Cage, but
huge.
He was a black man designed in the 70s by white people, so...
Yeah. It was quite an archetype. But,
yeah, he's a superhero.
A definite villain was the guy who's just like, that kind of government suit who has ties to the company that Yellow Jacket worked for that was going to sell out to Hydra.
Yeah.
He's definitely going to be a villain. I don't know if he's going to be the main villain.
Yeah.
It's funny, in the comics he has ties to Obadiah Stane. I wonder if that will ever come up. That'd be kind of cool to see Jeff Bridges in a little flashback.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
But, yeah. I was going to say, you've got Yellow Jacket as the mirror image of Ant-Man as tiny, but now that Ant-Man can go giant, we're going to have the mirror image of that part.
Yeah. I don't know if he's the bad guy, though. Because, like, from what I'm saying, he's only a hero.
Oh, okay. Never mind, then.
Maybe not.
That means you're going to have Ant-Man.
His ex-wife is Claire Temple.
Huh.
I wonder if that will be...
Probably not.
Because she's, like, never mentioned that she's had a husband.
Yeah.
Also, Lawrence Fishburne is much older than Rosario Dawson.
Right. But that also points out that it seems like all of the Marvel movies, besides, I guess, Spider-Man Homecoming recently, are kind of turning into ensemble movies. Because Thor Ragnarok absolutely looks like an ensemble. Like, it looks like it's going to be...
Dude, Thor Ragnarok
Thor
looks
and
incredible.
Hulk and Loki and... Valkyrie, yeah. All, like, on a team.
Dude, the scene they're showing, I know it's just going to be a flashback, so it's not going to be, like, a really long scene. Mm-hmm. But of the Valkyries coming down, like, on the Pegasus.
Yeah.
And they're all, like, coming down and flying, and, like, why can't I remember her name? Hela,
yeah.
Yeah, is waiting at the bottom, and it's, like, all slow motion.
Yeah.
I was like, that looks tight.
That's so cool. Also... just Chris Hemsworth and
Mark Ruffalo.
Bark Ruffalo.
Bark Ruffalo.
having good chemistry.
Yeah, the scene. Wonderful. We had a fight. Really? How'd it go? I won easily.
That doesn't sound right.
It is.
Well, it is.
It's true. But yeah.
Also, articulate Hulk was shown in the trailer.
Yeah, mostly articulate.
Well, yeah, but Hulk being able to
speak,
to speak and like communicate thoughts,
not as well as he could in the 90s,
right? But
yeah,
Better than just being the rage monster.
But I think he was perma Hulk in the 90s. Like I don't think he could go back to being Bruce Banner.
He was. I think maybe they're heading towards perma Hulk.
I hope not, because I actually like Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, me too.
I like looking at Mark Ruffalo.
I mean, Mark Ruffalo does do the mocap and voice acting for the Hulk.
Yeah, but I mean, like Mark Ruffalo. I also want more like Tony.
Yeah, Tony Bruce Banner is really good too. Okay, another Marvel thing. The poster, was it a poster or was it just photos that were shown of what Captain America looks like in Infinity War?
I don't know if that was just like an artist rendering of what he thinks, but everything else looked like real, and it was posted from Comic-Con. But
Captain America having a beard, a black suit, and the stars ripped off.
Yeah, so like you can see where the imprint of the star was. It may not be a black suit then; it may just be. Well, it's probably covert. And then you got blonde Black Widow, which we talked about this last week.
Yeah,
for Infinity War, but blonde Black Widow.
I'm going to put that picture in the video.
They're probably all hotting.
Yeah, they're all like,
yeah, that's fine.
Changing their appearance.
Sam Wilson is there, obviously.
I guarantee you by the end of it, he's going to have shaved it and have like the proper Captain America outfit.
I heard someone complain. I was just thinking about Sam Wilson and War Machine.
Yeah.
I heard a complaint in a review, or no, it was a video essay about how Marvel movies like are starting to become too humorous and they're losing a lot of their dramatic moments.
Starting to become too humorous? Have you seen Iron Man 1?
No, but like they're losing their drama because they'll have a dramatic moment and then
and no one dies.
They'll immediately joke. Like something like in Guardians of the Galaxy. Well, I can't. Oh, this is kind of a spoiler. But where he's like, "You did this and crushed my Walkman," like. And he says, "Well," and it's like, you were kind of really pissed, like, and it's like that's a funny thing, but that's something Star-Lord would say. But like, someone was complaining that after War Machine falls to the ground, and like is paralyzed after his suit in Civil War, and like Tony's like there with him, and then Sam's like, I'm sorry, blah blah blah, and Iron Man blasts
shoots him, with a repulsor.
Yeah, and he was like saying that was an example of like a joke, and I'm like, I didn't think that was a joke.
No, I think that was like Iron Man just being like, leave me alone.
Yeah,
repulsor
I think
blast.
it was him being like, just you don't realize how easily I can like. I think that's mostly it.
Yeah,
how easy I can beat you. So, Inhumans.
So yeah, the Inhumans got a new trailer, and according to Dallas. There's a major spoiler at the end of it, and I didn't know it was a spoiler.
I would consider it a spoiler because, I mean, maybe not. I guess it's the way you want to set the show up, but like, they reveal that Black Bolt's brother is not an Inhuman; that he's only a human.
He's a normie.
And I was like, that would have been a better revelation, like later in the series.
Yeah.
Like that's essentially like.
It's like, oh my god.
Well, it's kind of like it's like Emperor Palpatine. You already know Palpatine is the bad guy. But that would be like if you didn't know Palpatine was the
Emperor?
Bad guy, yeah. So if you actually watch the prequels, like, before you watch anything and you know nothing about it, and then all of a sudden it's like, he's the bad guy, and that would be like, oh man, that's crazy. But, I mean, that's kind of that, like, oh, he's not even an Inhuman. He's, like, wanting to kill humans, and he's not even...
Yeah.
He wants to protect the people he's not even a part of.
Well, I mean, but his brother is an Inhuman, so there's... but yeah, that's pretty interesting. But I think that kind of interestingness can be extracted from telling it at the outset.
I guess. Makes him look more of a bag. I don't know. Yeah. It doesn't look good. The CGI hair looks terrible.
Yeah, Medusa's hair.
I was like,
her wig looks bad, and the CGI looks bad.
When it first like starts like coming up, I was like, oh, okay, that doesn't look bad. And then it actually shows her grab, and I was like, oh my god.
It's like, oh, this looks awful.
Karnak looks good. The actual hand-to-hand combat looks good.
Yeah.
Lockjaw looks fun.
They don't show Black Bolt doing that much in that trailer.
They show him doing just as much as he did.
Yeah, that's
in the first trailer.
So we're not really seeing Black Bolt do much.
He can't really do much anyway.
Yeah, if he does do something,
it's huge.
He levels a city block.
What's wrong, Lacey?
Lacey, why are you being moody? We're recording things.
She's like over here, just like, oh.
Yeah, she was taking a nap before, being peaceful.
Go back to your nap.
All you need is a nap.
So yeah, Inhumans trailer. I don't.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, my opinion.
I mean, I'm probably not going to go see it in IMAX just because it looks like.
No, I hate that they're advertising that.
I see. If they were going to do the IMAX thing, I would wish it looked like a movie, but it looks like a TV show. It looks like the first episode of a TV show.
I still would pay $25 to go see the Inhumans in IMAX.
Well, see, that's $25
for an IMAX movie.
Is that how much it costs?
The tickets, yeah, they're like.
Dude, there was this place.
Nah, they're not 25, but they're pretty. I mean,
there's
a
place where I used to live. It wasn't IMAX brand, but they showed IMAX films. It was NCG Extreme, and it was not $25. It was like I think maybe 18.
Well, I mean that's not much better.
It's like
I mean it's a whole $7
$7 better.
Still not.
It's a whole movie ticket better.
When an actual like movie could be, when I can just go see that movie for $7.
Yeah.
Or just wait and watch it on TV.
Yeah. Given the fact that I probably wouldn't even pay the money to go see Inhumans in a regular theater, them saying IMAX exclusives, I'm like, all right, I just won't see it.
It's weird that they're wanting to do it too, and I'm like, that's a weird idea because Inhumans are not popular in the comics for the most part.
Yeah, it's like, how come we don't do Avengers in IMAX?
Yeah, if you did Avenger, well, they do.
They do?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that. I've never seen it promoted.
I went and watched Civil War. I went and took a girl to see Civil War in IMAX.
Oh, okay. It never gets advertised. I just didn't think Marvel did it. Yeah. I know it is. It's kind of a weird thing that Transformers seems to refuse to do IMAX.
It was in an IMAX theater. Yeah, no, it was IMAX because I had to wear the stupid glasses.
So it was IMAX 3D?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Lame.
It was cool, though. I was like, I actually like watching this.
I like watching things in IMAX when they're made for IMAX. I don't... Otherwise, it's like, I don't know why I'm paying for this.
Yeah, like, why does it matter? I wouldn't have if that girl didn't want to go see it. So.
But yeah, the thing is, it looks like a TV premiere that you can only spend this much money to go see, and it's like, I just won't.
Yeah, like...
My TV's fine.
If it was just a movie, then yeah, sure, but...
If it actually had, like, the budget for something like that. But it doesn't look like it does.
So, also, speaking
of waiting at home and watching things... Defenders
got another trailer that finally explains some things. Still don't know who Sigourney Weaver is. Yeah.
No idea.
I mean, I know who she is. I don't know who she's playing. Yeah.
So, like,
I really like her.
Dude, Madame Gao is easily the best part of Iron Fist.
I don't think she is the bad guy in this one. I think they're competing. I think Sigourney Weaver...
Oh, they might. Yeah, they might be rivals. They show Elektra. Or they show her, like, in the hood and whatever.
In the hood.
She's in the hood. Elektra in the hood. That's going to be the next Netflix series after The Punisher.
Yeah, she looks fun, whatever. I think she does lose a lot from her original...
Yeah?
Like in the comics. Like, it's not really even the same character anymore.
I don't even know who she's playing.
Elektra.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Sigourney Weaver.
No, I'm saying Elektra. I like her character in the comics a lot better. Because in the show, it's kind of like...
In the show, in the comics, she's like a lover scorned.
Yeah, but in the comics, she's like a very sexually charged, like, badass assassin. Like, she is like... Her and Daredevil are, like, madly in love. Like...
Yeah, in the show, she just felt like, you know...
And they can't be.
The danger girlfriend that you have to fix.
Yeah, but she wasn't, like, very sexually, like...
Well, and also, it seemed like her only trait in Daredevil was girlfriend.
Yeah.
Bad girl girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, like, in the Man Without Fear, the original Frank Miller run, who, when he created Elektra, like, she strips off her... Like, guys are catcalling her, like, late at night.
Yeah.
And she, like, strips off her clothes and walks into an alley. Or walks into an alley and strips off her clothes. And, like, tells them to come get her if they, like, want it. And then when they do, she, like, kills them all.
God.
Because they're, like, you know...
Well, that's Frank Miller.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's her. That's her being, like, using her sexuality...
As, like, a
weapon. To destroy,
Yeah.
Bad people. Which is, you know, if you're going to use your sexuality, you might as well use it as a weapon.
Yeah.
Weapon of ass destruction.
Oh!
Podcast is done. Speaking of Frank Miller...
He's doing Superman Year 1.
Oh, we're done with Defenders?
Well, I was just going to transition. I honestly don't have that much to talk about.
Well, I think Defenders. It looks good. I think the action looks fun.
We see Danny Rand use the Iron Fist more times in this trailer than he used in the entirety of Season 1 of Iron Fist.
Yeah, and he doesn't look as unbearable. I think he has better direction. Because in Game of Thrones,
maybe
he's like a really good actor. Like, he has like a...
I still don't think he looks that good, and I think it's just because I don't like Danny Rand. I don't like this Danny Rand. I don't even know if it's his fault.
No, I'm not saying he looks good. I'm saying his performance looks better. I'm saying
I'm not feeling it.
Finn Jones as an actor looks better in this role than he did in Iron Fist. And I think it comes down to direction because in Game of Thrones he's like great. Like, he had a great performance. That's what I told you before Iron Fist came out.
But and
then I was like, what is this? And then I figured out it was Scott Buck. So.
Yeah. I think maybe it's not just Finn Jones. I think it's just I dislike this Danny Rand.
Yeah.
I find him just annoying. And, like, they're constantly showing him as, like, the annoying one of the four. And I'm like, was Iron Fist always supposed to be the annoying guy?
Yeah. He's easily always the annoying guy.
Really?
That's him. Yeah, that's his character. Like, he's... Not when he was, like, originally created, but Luke Cage was also, where's my money, honey? Like, and he was, like... Yeah. He is not now.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I would love to see a Power Man and Iron Fist where it's set in the 70s and it's, like, Starsky and Hutch.
I want either Luke Cage Season 2 or... Iron Fist Season 2 to have at least like a 3-episode saga there where it's just Power Man and Iron Fist going on some misadventures,
like in the
Heroes for Hire. Like, I would love to see that
in the trailer.
Yeah,
I think they say Heroes for Hire.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Well, I think that'll work because if they can do ensembles like we were saying, Thor and Doctor Strange is also in Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah,
he's not in that trailer.
Yeah,
but I think
he's definitely gonna. I have a feeling he's either gonna be in kind of a small scene.
Yeah, he'll be like in one scene. He'll do something super cool and then be like, "All right, I'm out."
Yeah,
which is how it happens in comics.
Yeah, it's like, what Doctor Strange do.
Yeah, well, any character they always have that where it's like a character will just happen to be passing by and like
do something
super cool and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go take care of this. Read about it in my issue. I mean, he doesn't say read about it in my issue, but like at the bottom it'll have like a little asterisk and it'll be like, read about it in Silver Surfer number 24.
Yeah. Speaking of Silver Surfer, well, kind of, but segueing into Fantastic Fourdom, sort of.
Fantastic Fourdom.
I was saying swinging into Fantastic Fourdom, meaning like not kind of the
yeah, I know, I got you.
The Skrull being confirmed as the villains for Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah, they've showed concept art for Captain Marvel as well.
And they like straight up very much the Skrull.
Tim, post that concept art.
I will.
I'm normally with
Jan. You said 10, I was like, yeah.
I'm normally with Jan, so I have to be like, Tim, do this.
I'll put it up there, but like, they look... you're not going to mistake that for something that isn't the Skrull. So like, if they're not super sure about them sharing the rights with Fox about this... Fox is going to have a good case, because it's like, nah, that's literally the Skrull.
Yeah, but they're not going to sue Marvel. First of all,
if they did, it would make them look bad. Yeah.
To win.
That's true.
Like, there's no... I mean, Disney could... They could make movies for fun and give them out for free for, like, decades.
Yeah.
At this point, and not have to worry about return investments.
But the Captain Marvel concept art looks really good.
It takes place in the 90s before Iron Man, so it's probably... it is in space.
Yeah, it's definitely
you can
in space.
tell in the concept art that she's like...
Yeah, it's like a cosmic movie. It's going to be kind of like, Guardians and Ragnarok are.
I think she'll run into the Guardians at the end. Well, the movie comes out after Infinity War. But she's confirmed for Infinity War.
Yeah. What I think is going to happen is she's going to come back to Earth for the Infinity War because she's probably going to have some kind of bone to pick with Thanos. And then after Infinity War, we're going to get her origin story.
We might see her at the end of Thor Ragnarok. Like in a cameo.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
You were talking about Adam Warlock, how he might show up in Infinity War.
He is like the massive, like, he's the one that comes up with the plan to stop Thanos in Infinity Gauntlet. And I'm rereading Infinity War, so I'm not 100% sure. He's basically God right now.
Yeah.
In Infinity War.
Maybe they just give that to someone else. But they did say they're going to be using Adam Warlock after Volume 2. Like, they tease Adam Warlock.
Well, he's teased at the end of Guardians.
So maybe he does show up in Infinity War.
He could. I mean, it could be a very, like, Deus Ex. Well, that's kind of how the Vision was.
Yeah, basically.
And that was fun. That was not one of the complaints I had about.
That was not... It was not the worst part of that movie. I think that was one of my many complaints, but it wasn't the worst part.
I think it was done well because it was like...
I think if Age of Ultron was good, it would have pissed me off more.
Maybe. I didn't have a problem with it. But, yeah, Adam Warlock is like... He, like, gets all the Earths... Well, obviously they can't do Infinity Gauntlet because you've got Wolverine, you've got Fantastic Four, you've got...
all that stuff.
And, like, most of them die pretty brutal deaths.
Oh, yeah.
But then they come back. I mean, it's like...
Yeah, because
that book came out in 92, so if that's not a spoiler. And it's comic books, so...
Yeah. But yeah, with Captain Marvel, she's got the short hair, but not the shortest hair.
Yeah.
She's got like, shoulder length, it looks like.
I like it.
Yeah, it looks good in the concept art. I like her the costume design where it's actually more blue than I was expecting, but she's got like the red belt thing and she's got kind of the shoulder pads going and she's got like the red gloves and red boots. But most of it looks dark blue.
Yeah.
It looks pretty cool.
It looks really cool.
So yeah, I'm excited for Captain Marvel.
I am too, although I don't like that character.
I think it just...
But they don't have a character like that in Marvel
it's basically Superman. Like, you're adding... It's funny, they're like, here's all these normal people who got, these powers, and, here's, Thor.
Yeah.
But,
well, I guess Thor is your closest thing to having a Superman, like...
Yeah, but he also is, he's using magic and stuff like that. Captain Marvel is just, flies, bullets bounce off of her. Powers? I actually don't know.
I don't either.
Can't wait to see the origin story. Can't wait to be told.
I don't know if it will be a captain or if it will be an origin story. It may just pick up with her in space, kind of like.
I mean, if it's in the 90s, why else put it in the 90s?
To explain why she's not.
Oh, why she like left Earth before all that happened? Okay, yeah, because Iron Man. What's the earliest? Well, besides World War II with Captain America, the other earliest thing that happens in that universe is the flashback in Iron Man 3, which is I think in 1993.
Yeah.
But it was, it was way before he was doing the Iron Manning thing.
Oh, she's a fusion of Kree and human genes give her superhuman powers.
Oh, okay.
She was originally Miss Marvel.
Right, okay.
And then she became Captain Marvel. So yeah, she's just a hybrid. She's a half-breed.
Well, they definitely have the Kree. Like, 100%
yeah.
Disney owns the Kree.
Starring Brie Larson. Scheduled for release in 2019. So.
Yeah, it'll be in a bit. It looks good, though. I'm excited.
I'm excited. Okay.
Is that all we had to talk about? Well, I mean, they showed the first trailer for the Big Hero 6 series. That's related to Marvel and superheroes.
Oh, wait, I have one more point about Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay.
If we do see it, we'll see how Marvel would do Superman, essentially.
Yeah, basically.
And everyone is going to be like, this is how you do it. Like, well, if Superman doesn't get better.
If they don't fix Superman.
Yeah, they'll be like, this is how you should do it. Like, this is what Superman should be.
Yeah, this is basically the how-to that DC maybe could have done.
Except with aliens.
What's really frustrating about Superman is that it should have been so easy. They're only making it complicated for themselves.
I really like Superman Returns. I think that's one of the best Superman movies.
I think it's a shame that it took Man of Steel and BVS for everyone to appreciate Superman Returns.
Well, see, I saw Superman Returns after I saw those two.
Oh, okay. I saw Superman Returns and I was like, that was kind of expected and boring. But going back, it's like, but it was a whole lot better than that.
Oh, yeah. Like, easily. And I like Brandon...
Yeah, that guy?
Yeah, Brandon Routh. He's the Atom in the CW shows.
Yeah. He was also... can't remember his last name, but he was Todd in Scott Pilgrim. The vegan.
He doesn't have a last name.
Oh, okay. No, Todd Ingram. Yeah.
Oh, do they?
Yep, Todd Ingram.
I've never heard him actually say it.
I don't think they say it in the movies. I think it was in the comics in the game. But yeah.
Chicken's not vegan? Okay, so Big Hero 6 series, I guess.
Yeah, Big Hero 6 series looks really good, looks faithful to the movie, but hopefully not too faithful, because that movie was a mess of plot holes.
I never watched it.
It's honestly not very good. It got an Oscar for no reason whatsoever.
No reason?
Yeah. It should have been How to Train Your Dragon 2 that got that Oscar, or the Lego Movie. They came out the same year.
Oh,
those
really?
two movies were deserving of it. Big Hero 6 was probably like a 6 out of 10 for me. It wasn't bad, but it was pretty all right. There was just, some crippling plot holes that make no sense.
I like the art for it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The art style was great, and the art style is intact for the show.
No, I'm saying I like the art for the show.
Yeah. Well, it's the same as the movie, only the movie was 3D, but it's a 2D version of that, and it looks pretty good. The animation looks good, too, like the way people move.
I wonder if it's taking place after the movie, or if they're just acting like it never happened.
I think it would have to take place after the movie. If they all have their powers and costumes and stuff.
Oh, yeah, so they don't retread their...
Yeah. I hope the show's good, because I like that whole visual style of, mix of New York plus Tokyo.
Yeah.
Like, you mix two completely different cultures up. I always like that stuff. That's kind of why I'm really excited to see Black Panther, because it's the Afrofuturism thing.
Yeah.
And it looks so cool.
Black Panther.
More than meets the eye.
Oh, yeah. More than meets the eye.
Oh, speaking of Transformers, which IDW publishes... Oh. IDW is now going to do the Sonic the Hedgehog comic, which had the most, like, existential and horrific ending.
God, that was so weird.
When Sega broke up with Archie Comics, they were like, we're going to end this partnership and we're going to move on to a different company. So they were getting rid of the continuity. So they, like, did a hard universe reset and people ceased to exist.
Yeah, like he forgets, like the walrus thing forgets his name.
Yeah, he's forgetting his name as he's ceasing to exist. It was horrifying.
That's pretty messed up.
Yeah. Oh, man. That's good stuff.
This is not a good thing. They do a cool thing in one of the Inhumans comics where someone is going back in time and killing ancestors.
Okay.
To get rid of, their current problems.
Time assassins.
So they'll be like sitting there like watching, like they're sitting around a table and talking like to war council, and then all of a sudden like one of them disappears, but no one notices, but one guy does notice. Ooh. Because he's got like higher psychic things, and he's like I can't remember who disappears. It's one of the bigger ones.
You mean like back at SPSU when we were walking back to the cafeteria and a time assassin erased one of us?
We'll talk about that.
We don't know who it is. Yeah. Anyway,
but
go ahead.
But they don't even notice. Like they keep talking and and the psychic guy's like
some friends they were.
He's like, wait, where'd he go? And they're like, who are you talking about? Like none of them have ever met him because he
didn't exist.
And he like puts him in like a time bubble, and he's like, this will protect us if we stay in. And then all of a sudden he's like, they're like trying to figure out, and they're like, he's like, this guy disappeared. Someone's going back and killing. And he's like, we have to get the rest of the Inhumans, and like the flaming, flaming torch.
What?
What's his name?
The Flaming Torch.
The torch. The Human Torch.
Human Torch.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I was thinking Flame On. Flame On. Yeah, Human Torch is there because he's dating Medusa, but he like flies out to go get the rest of them.
Okay.
Because no one's gonna target him because he's not an Inhuman.
Yeah.
And so he picks up two of them and he's like flying back, and they're like oh good they're like thank God you're back, and they're like where blah blah blah, and he had them under his arm, but it doesn't show you that they're disappeared until they're like where are they, and he's like where's who, and they got killed on the way.
Oh man,
just trying to get them back to the time bubble. It was really cool.
Insane.
Yeah, but that was what the walrus thing reminded me of. People just like. Okay, so SPSU, which was where we all went to school.
This happened IRL and proves, quantum theory.
It was all of us were walking there. I mean, there was like, when I say all of us, I mean like the 8 or 9 people who we consistently always hang out with, like or used to.
SPSU back in the day.
So we're walking to lunch, and
I think we were walking from lunch. We were walking.
It was to because we walked through the bushes. I remember we were walking to because we were about to walk through the atrium.
No, we had just walked out of the atrium, past the bushes, to get to the Howell dorms.
I'm pretty sure it's the opposite.
You're wrong, but all right.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Either way.
This isn't the good part of the story.
There's 2 bushes, yeah. So we're walking to lunch. And then... No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
We're, like, the lead... Was it me, you, and Jan? Or me, you, and Jacob?
It was me, you, and Jacob.
Yeah.
Who is hopefully going to be on next week's episode, but...
Maybe. Who knows? We're teasing it. And we're interviewing Edgar Wright.
That's not happening.
Might. I'm going to call him.
Just give him a ring.
Hey, Eggy Dubs. Anyway, so we're walking through there's like these 2 bushes. And like we walk through the path, like on the path through these bushes. And Tim, Jacob, and I were like the caboose. Like just talking to ourselves. And so the whole group goes ahead of us and like... We get through it, and then all of a sudden, all 3 of us like look ahead of us and like look at each other, and we're like, "What just happened?
Who's missing?"
Yeah, and Jacob was like,
"Were we?
Yeah,
with someone else?"
We were all like, "There's someone," and everyone turned around, and they were like, "What?"
Jan turned around.
Jan turned around.
Jan was kind of ahead of us.
Yeah, Jan turned around and was like, "What?" And we were like, "Something just happened. Someone is gone." We were like, "There was someone in this group that is no longer sitting."
All of us at the same time felt this.
It was weird. Like it's legitimately one of the
actual time assassin took one of us out. And we don't even remember who it was.
Like, it legitimately was, like, the weirdest, like, wave that ever has, like, come over me. And I've just been like,
yeah.
Something, and then I was gonna, like,
There's been a glitch in the Matrix.
And then I looked around and could tell that you guys were like,
what the?
Like, we were all like looking around. We're like, what happened? It was like right when we walked through those bushes too.
Yeah.
But no one else like felt it.
That bush was the gate to the parallel dimension where whoever
I think Jan did it.
didn't exist. Jan iced someone.
Yeah, he Tom killed somebody or like Men in Blacked us with the little thing, but like
that's why he was ahead of us.
Yeah,
he turned around, faced us. He was not in a specific group. He was between the front group and us in the back. He got them first and then got us.
We were just like,
whoa, what happened, guys?
But they couldn't, like, they were in the front. Like, the people in the front were all like, what are you talking about? Everyone's here. And we were like, no.
That's what I'm saying. He got them first. Yeah. This was round 2.
We're like,
we were the second batch.
There was someone was here.
That was when the battery on his little blinker was starting to go bad.
I really miss whoever it was. Yeah. You know, that happened
some
again,
good times if Jan disliked them.
That happened again one time when Jacob and I, and you, maybe, it was you or Jan, when that light post just appeared. What? We were walking between Hal and the atrium again. This is the time we were going to lunch. You were right. This time we were going to lunch.
Okay.
And all of a sudden there was like a light post, like, no, it didn't like appear in front of us, but like, we were walking and I was like, I've never noticed that light post before. And Jacob's like, I haven't either. And like, it was you or Jan. But
I think it was Jan. Because
must have been Jan, but he was just like, maybe it was Wesley. I don't know, but he was like, dude, we were all just like, that was not here yesterday. It was either, it's either the light post.
SBSU is a magnet for time assassins.
It was in that same area. So it was either that light post, I think it was either the light post was there or it wasn't there. And we were like, didn't there used to be a light post here or something?
Yeah.
But like, I mean, they could have removed it overnight.
Those engineers are messing with time technology.
Dude, it was weird. Like, I was like, it was in the same, like, right next to those bushes, and I was like, something happened here.
Yeah.
I mean, it could have been, the light post could have been like, they just took it overnight, and
or maybe there was a bush there before, and it got cut down.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it stuck out to us, but.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the time that someone disappeared, we were just like, no, someone is missing.
From then on, I think for a few months, we were starting to get really suspicious that we might be in the Matrix or there's time assassins erasing people.
Well, see, the thing that was weird to me was like, not only were we all uneasy, but we all immediately thought like, someone's not here.
Yeah, we all got it at the same time.
Oh well, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Anyway, talking about time manipulation, Ready Player One.
Okay.
Because it's about
not that
time we talk about it.
Alright.
There we go.
Your reaction was the total opposite of mine. My reaction was, that looked kind of dumb.
It had the Iron Giant in it.
Yeah.
That was hype. I was just like...
But it's the Iron Giant, not in the Iron Giant.
So? I like Batman when he's not in Batman.
But that kind of stuff just seems kind of cheap.
Not to me. I think it's just a cool
all these licenses we have, let's cram them in here so we can have the license.
But I think it's just a cool reference. It's just like, oh, that's cool.
I guess.
I like when stuff cameos and appears and stuff that I'll already like. I think that's why cameos are so. That's why I think.
I normally do too, but there's just something about that one that's the
only thing I noticed that was from anything else. You were saying there's like a ton of like rights.
Well, there was the DeLorean. He's driving the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Well, I mean, it is a movie about, and it is based on a book.
I bet that's not the book.
I don't know. Maybe.
It might be.
Because you don't have to have the rights. You would have to have the rights to the Iron Giant. You would not have to have the rights to the DeLorean.
Oh, I think maybe I'm already not on the movie side just because I think it's I've never enjoyed a single thing that involved virtual reality.
That involved Steven Spielberg.
That's not true at all. I strongly disliked Gamer. That movie sucked. It was some dumb fun sometimes, but most of the time it was just dumb. Sword Art Online is one of the worst anime ever created.
Overlord? Is that what it's called?
Overlord's the one with the
flaming torch.
Overlord is evil Pikmin. Like dry.
No, not
British
the game.
humor and
the anime. Where the MMO shuts down.
I enjoyed the first episode.
It's really good.
I didn't watch any further, but okay.
I like that.
Sword Art.
I'll never watch it again.
No, I'll probably give it another shot.
I will too once I find something to actually watch on. I gotta catch up on JoJo as well.
Yeah, but I think that whole premise, I just think it's dumb, and I've never found it entertaining.
I think it's cool. I'm trying to find something that has.
It's so overdone.
Surrogate.
I thought Surrogate was fine, I guess.
I liked it. I liked the little twist.
Bruce Willis's hair was pretty nuts in that movie.
Yeah, that was weird.
That wispy platinum blonde dew that he had.
Technically, The Matrix is a virtual reality.
Okay, well, The Matrix was good.
But if you're talking someone puts on a thing... And
but it's like a consumer
Spy Kids 3D.
The movie was horrible.
The movie was great.
Not even ironically. Spy Kids 2, that was some Oscar-winning material right there.
The Cell was pretty good.
Steve Buscemi.
How about Lawnmower Man? How about Tron?
Oh, shoot, Tron is good.
Is that virtual reality?
That was actually like alternate reality, more like.
Yeah, because you're being sucked in. I think that would count.
Yeah, okay,
I think at some point you'd be getting...
We'll say Tron counts, and we'll say that Tron is a good case.
Yeah.
I think I'm just tired of it. I think it's hard to make it compelling at this point, because it's not like video games are like particularly exotic or fascinating anymore. Like in the 80s and the 90s, video games were still a new thing. So that kind of thing, was pretty interesting. It was like, hey, that's kind of a new idea.
Well, I don't think this is necessarily about being a video game. It's about
freaking Jumanji is doing it.
It's about escaping a world that's not... It's not necessarily a game that they're playing. They're living...
It's virtual reality. They're like using controllers and stuff.
But I'm saying it's not... They're living another life. It's more like a sim.
Oh, it's like Second Life.
Like a crazy fantasy sim. But I mean, like, insane. But I'm actually going to look it up if most of that stuff is in the...
Anyway, the trailer didn't sell me on anything.
The trailer is a mess. Yeah.
I think the where his hometown where he lives, the stacked up trailers. That was kind of an interesting visual, but also it's like, would we do that? What if one tornado came through? I think all of that would get dismantled pretty quick.
Okay, so they don't the trailer. Oh, yeah. I didn't realize they were all trailers at first. Like trailers that you live in.
It's like a junkyard of trailers all stacked up on each other.
It was written by...
Steven Spielberg.
Ernest Cline. But the trailer doesn't let you know what that movie's about. I mean, it doesn't. Like, I watched that and I was really like, I don't know... It's kind of
just a bunch of images.
What's happening. But I think it was also just a teaser. He wrote Buckaroo Banzai against the World Crime League.
Yo, that sounds ballin'.
The Adventures of Buckaroo Banzai Across the Eighth Dimension.
I want to read those.
Oh, he wrote Fanboys.
I wanted to see Fanboys. I never saw it.
It's good.
I heard it's really good.
I love it, yeah.
Doesn't it have Diedrich Bader in it?
No.
Oh, okay.
He may be one of the Star Trek nerds.
I thought Diedrich Bader was like the superhero.
You're not thinking of the same thing.
No, I'm thinking of a different movie then.
You're thinking of, I don't know what you're thinking of.
Me neither.
Super?
No, not Super. He's not in that.
Well, I didn't think he was, but...
Fanboys is...
Fanboys is the Star Wars one.
Oh, I haven't seen that then. I don't know anything about it.
Dan Fogler and Jay Baruchel, Kristen Bell.
I thought it was Dan Fogler.
Oh, I always said Fogler. He could, I mean, you're probably right. But.
I'm thinking of a movie, it's a mockumentary about, like, comic books, like comic book conventions and stuff.
No, it's not.
Okay, well, no, I already know it's not Fanboys. I'm trying to remember what I was thinking of. I'm trying to remember what this movie was. I think it also had Mark Hamill in it.
I don't know. Mark Hamill.
Comic Book the movie.
Oh.
That's what I'm thinking of.
No.
Okay.
I hadn't seen that.
That's what I thought of. Really? You should go watch it. It's pretty good.
You should watch Fanboys.
Okay.
Oh, wait. I'm going to see what this book's about.
About Ready Player One?
Yeah. That's the entire...
I think...
The story set in a dystopian 2044 follows protagonist Wade Watts as he searches for an Easter egg in a virtual reality game, the discovery of which will lead him to an inherent valuable fortune in a world torn by energy crisis.
Huh. All right.
I mean, war games.
He's looking for something worth a whole lot of bitcoins.
Yeah. I'm down. Yeah, bitcoins in it.
Yeah, War Games was good. Ender's Game was a good book, but a bad movie.
No, apparently all those worlds are in the book.
Iron Giant's in there?
Let's see. If they're like... It probably wasn't the actual Iron Giant, but...
Oh, okay.
It's like
when was the book written?
2011.
Oh, okay. I thought it was older than that. Because, like, I've seen people talk about it. It's like the classic, the old classic, Ready Player One, and I'm like, that must have been from like the 90s or something. Also, just that title's pretty cringe.
So. Oh, wait, no.
Huh?
Maybe he does. Maybe it is, actually, because it just said that Monty and the Python.
Monty
Python and the Holy Grail. Blade Runner is referenced. Pac-Man is referenced. Apparently that's all in the book.
Okay, cool. Well, if it's faithful to the book, then alright, but I might just not like the book.
Dungeons and Dragons. Meth Lab.
Oh, yeah. My favorite movie.
My favorite movie.
My favorite franchise.
It says there's a preview for Google Books, but it says there are 395 pages available. It's the entire book.
Oh, dude, guys, go check out
for free.
Ready Player One for free on Google Books.
Well, it says get book, but look.
Get book.
It's like letting me
scroll through the whole
and
thing.
Look how small the little... And it said like 395 pages. That's got to be the entire book.
It's got to be the whole thing. Unless that's like a huge book. And this movie's going to have to compress a whole lot more than you were thinking it was.
Maybe it's... I might actually try to read that on here then. There was that. That's all I have written down. What time are we hitting?
About an hour and 6 minutes.
Okay. Do you want to do a top 5?
Top 5 what? There was something else I was going to talk about.
Top 5 numbers that we like.
Top 5 numbers. 7. 40.
There's no wrong answer.
3?
You say what you want.
I think I like 43 because it's like...
Troy Polamalu?
Nah, man. No, I hate 43.
I like Troy Polamalu.
He's fine, but he's also a Steeler.
Yeah, I don't like Steelers, but I like... although, I do like Terry Bradshaw's commercials.
You're kind. Oh, yeah.
Dude, he's like...
I like Terry
hilarious,
Bradshaw.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're not going to do our top 5 numbers. I'll do my top 5...
Mine was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 18.
I got my top 5 wiener dogs that I've ever known or been around.
Lacey.
Number 1's Lacey.
Aw, Lacey.
Lacey's number 1. Then I had my grandma's wiener dog, Molly.
Number 1.
Also, let's see. There was Sprite. My aunt had a wiener dog named Sprite. He was thick. Oh. He was a big, thick little sausage.
I love big, thick wieners.
That's my top 3. That's my favorite wiener dogs.
I don't know any more wiener dogs.
Well, those are the ones that I actually like. I'd put them in a top this number. The other ones
put you anyway.
The other 2 are the bottom 2.
I don't know any other wiener. I've never really met a lot of wiener dogs. Anyway,
I don't make it a point.
Good podcast. No, top 5 superhero.
Top 5 soups.
Top 5 comic book. No, top 5 superhero. Because we did comic book.
We'll just say superhero.
A discussion. Yeah. While we were driving.
I gotta change it, or I gotta think about it more now.
While we were driving, or while we were in the car earlier, we discussed top 5 comic book movies. But then, like, almost...
hardly any superheroes showed up.
Yeah, almost no superhero.
Which shocked me. I expected to enjoy superhero movies.
Also, we're doing this by favorites, not by...
Not by, we think it's a good movie.
Yeah, it doesn't hold up, like...
Yeah.
If I had to say... But I think my top 5 was...
You go for it if you know what it is. I'm sitting over here pathetic.
I'm trying to think. My top 5 was... My top 5 comic book was Hellboy, Spawn, Scott Pilgrim... Sin City, and Logan.
Okay.
So I had a couple heroes make it in.
I think my top 5 superhero movies. I don't even know if I can put these in any particular.
It doesn't have to be in a particular order, but I was going to say by definition of superhero, we mean that
someone has superpowers, right?
Not necessarily. Batman doesn't have super. Okay, he does have. I hate when people are like, Batman doesn't have superpowers. I'm like, he does though, because he's like...
He has the resources literally, that you couldn't really do that in real life.
Yeah, but even if he didn't, he's like the best hand-to-hand...
He's also, he's like a super genius.
Yeah, super genius, and like the best hand-to-hand combatant in the world. Like, it's confirmed if Superman didn't have any of his powers, like... Yeah, like, he'd die.
I can't remember where I saw it, but there was some, like, official description of Batman saying that he knew the most martial arts of any person in the DC universe. Like... He had mastered more martial arts than any other living person.
That's what I think. I just watched Young Justice, which was fantastic. But I was
can't wait for season 3. Static Shock.
Talking to Tim about Oh, we should have talked about that.
Let's talk about it right now.
Okay. Well, while
I try to think of my top 5.
Yeah, while we're transitioning into Young Justice, I hate how they made Sportsmaster like an equivalent of Deathstroke.
I thought it was cool. I like when people get buffs.
But he's not. Deathstroke is the only person in the world that can go hand to hand with Batman and possibly beat him. Like in a one-on-one fair fight, he's the only one that is capable of killing Batman in hand-to-hand combat.
Okay.
So I was like, Sportsmaster cannot do that. You can't tell me Sportsmaster is going to go toe-to-toe with Batman and actually beat him.
I thought it was cool.
I would have rather it not been Sportsmaster. He should have been I think he's a dumb character, I guess. Like, even in the comics, I'm like, this guy's an idiot.
I think he's cool now.
I think they should have just, like, relayed him, or, like, not relayed him, but, like, kept him as, like, a secondary. I don't want to say any spoilers, because he is there for a reason.
Yeah.
But I was like, you could have
his buffs.
Picked someone else.
I
also didn't like his voice actor. Or I
liked his voice. I liked everything about Sportsmaster.
I didn't like his character design. It was just kind of boring. It was just like gray.
Oh yeah, I mean it was kind of boring.
It was just gray and like, oh, I'm wearing a husky mask.
Hotski.
But yeah, Young Justice is incredible. We also watched. Young Justice. There's a preview of the new characters.
Yeah, they like.
Tim, throw that image up.
Okay. Boom.
I'm gonna pull it up.
There's Wonder Girl. Yeah, Kid Flash, who is Impulse. Now there's Wonder Girl, Beast Boy. What?
You're gonna have to cut this out, but that's totally a spoiler.
That's old.
That's still a spoiler. No, because I do that shit, and you're like,
no, Dallas, that's old. You were saying a couple weeks or a month. That's years.
That's still, I think, because I didn't see it until recently.
Young Justice Season 2 was like 2012.
Like, most people didn't see Young Justice until
the Netflix craze.
Like, Jan also hasn't seen it.
Jan hasn't seen Young Justice?
Uh-uh.
I have no respect for Jan.
That's a pretty big spoiler because I wasn't expecting it. I mean, you can't hear this.
I mean, you can see that it's a different Kid Flash.
No, it doesn't look.
It looks completely different. He has a different body type.
Not really.
Okay, well, I see a completely different body type.
But either way, unless you were paying it that close attention, you're probably not gonna.
You shouldn't be looking up Season 3 Young Justice stuff.
That's true.
I think once the trailers and concept art is spoiling it.
But I still don't, like, I can look at that and I wouldn't be able to tell that that's not.
Okay.
And I watched it.
Whatever.
Okay, back to it. What were we talking about?
We were naming off the Young Justice
Static
characters.
Shock. No, Wonder Girl, Kid Flash, Static Shock,
Arsenal, Robin.
Arsenal, Robin.
Orphan is one of the new characters.
I think that's Orphan.
People have said, like, it's basically confirmed that it's Orphan.
It's Kassan. I mean, it looks just like Orphan.
Yeah, it's probably Orphan.
Blue Beetle. I didn't really care for Blue Beetle.
Yeah, I think they gave him too much. I didn't really care for the character.
I didn't care about, like, the race. I think Season 2 is good, but I think Season 1 was a lot better.
Yeah. Season 1 is the better of the two.
Beast
the best
Boy.
Parts of Season 2 don't have anything to do with Blue Beetle.
Yeah, he's kind of annoying, too.
Mm-hmm.
Beast Boy. Who is that?
Who's what? Which one?
I thought it was Artemis, but she would be way too big or way too old.
No, that's Red Arrow Artemis. Right?
I don't know.
What she looks like to me. She's got her same logo, only she's red now.
That's what I was thinking, but she would be way older than the rest of them at this point. Because she's older in
Maybe
Season 2.
Maybe she's just short.
But no, why would she be a part of Young Justice? And
Maybe she sucks.
Somewhere else.
Maybe she
and then there's this chick who just is a girl.
Yeah, I don't know who she is.
I mean, that's supposed to be. She's like, doesn't have any, like, this. Maybe it's Talia. That doesn't make any sense.
Man,
but
that'd be stupid.
Well, and it wouldn't work with Damian Wayne.
Yeah.
Because then well, that's his mom. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I don't know who it is. I can't tell. Like, she doesn't. There's no, like, discernible, like.
Yeah, there's no standout, like, visual cue.
Static Shock looks awesome.
Yep, he looks very different, but he looks awesome.
Robin looks like that's
Tim Drake.
Tim Drake, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like Tim Drake. I like him in Young Justice. I don't like him in anything else.
I've been given so little about Tim Drake from everything that is outside of comics that I have no opinion on him. Like, it's Tim Drake in Arkham Knight, and you don't get hardly any of his personality. It was Tim Drake in Return of the Joker. Hardly get anything in terms of his own personality.
Yeah.
I only know Tim Drake as a name. That's all I got.
Tim Drake. Okay, here we go. The girl... Oh, that's not... Wonder Girl is standing next to Spoiler.
Okay.
That's her name.
Oh!
Who is not Cassandra Cain. I don't think. I'll have to look it up.
Okay.
The girl sitting next to Blue Beetle is 13. I don't know who that is.
Does she change her name when she gets a year older?
Maybe. I'm not gonna say Sam Register. Who is? Oh, he did. He did something we were just watching the other. Young Justice. I mean, Justice League Dark. He also did Teen Titans Go.
Oh, okay.
But he's the executive producer for Outsiders, which is what Young Justice Outsiders.
Yeah. Just
like Young Justice 2 was Invasion.
Yeah. And Young Justice 1 was Young Justice blank.
Young Justice.
They named blank. Season 1 blank.
I'm going to look up who 13 is. And it's not Red Arrow, it's Arrowette is her name.
That is a terrible name.
I don't like that.
That is horrible.
That doesn't really
Artemis is
make
better.
Any sense.
Calling yourself Artemis again.
I wonder if that is Artemis.
That's like Batman is Batmanette.
Apparently 13 is like her name is Dr. 13. No, this is a 13. Dude. It must be his daughter.
Or a gender bend. They just changed the gender.
But he's like old.
Maybe she just looks pretty good for her age.
Could be.
No, that was a joke.
No.
Because it's Young Justice. She's clearly young.
Well, his name is Terrence, but they could easily just be like Teresa and call him Terry.
Thank goodness no one's going to be named Terrence.
I'm telling Terrence Howard. I think that must be who they're going for. It's probably his daughter because the rest of them are all...
Yeah, most of them are like legacy heroes.
Yeah. Megan is not in that picture.
Yeah.
Figures.
Superboy isn't in there. Aqualad's not in there. It's basically none of the original team.
That doesn't necessarily mean that's the main team, though, either. Because
that's true.
Young Justice Invasion has a ton of characters that
aren't necessarily the main.
I can't think of her name. The Wasp lady.
Oh,
the bee thing. I
can't remember her name either.
Spoiler is Stephanie Brown. Oh, I know who this is. She's one of Batman's kids, not kids, but like she's part of the Bat family.
One of his wards.
She's also been Batgirl before.
Oh, okay.
The daughter of the criminal clue master. I think she's the one that doesn't speak. I think one time I think I told you that Orphan doesn't speak, but I think it's Spoiler that doesn't speak.
Okay.
She's been a Robin and a Batgirl. Na Bat Robin.
Yeah, I want to see a Bat Robin. I want to see us reach the point where DC is calling a character Bat Robin.
I'd be okay with that.
I would. I'd get a good laugh.
Yeah, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense.
Guys, you might as well.
Yeah, but Young Justice looks... Well, we haven't seen excited from it. Yeah. I'm glad Static Shock is back.
And I'm glad it's the same showrunner as before.
Yeah, that really... And I really like Justice League Dark, and he did Sam Register.
Yeah, Justice League Dark.
Such a terrible name. I'm sorry, Sam Register, if you ever listen to this.
I mean, Sam's not a bad name. Definitely go by your first name.
Register, you need
Mr. Register sounds like a character in, like, Blue's Clues. Like, we're going to learn addition. This is Mr. Register. When you're buying this, you give them a $10 bill. Let's use subtraction. How much is left, Mr. Register? That's your life, dude. I'm sorry.
Like, yeah. Maybe it's like Register.
Sam Register.
Register.
Registare.
It's like in Joe Dirt. It's Joe Dirte. It's Dirt. It's Dirte. You're gonna love Joe Dirt. You have to watch Joe Dirt.
I have seen it. I didn't like it.
You have to rewatch it.
Okay. I feel like maybe you're just the guy who likes Joe Dirt.
Everyone I know loves Joe Dirt.
Dallas,
you're the only person I've ever heard.
Look at the people you know.
I don't like it that much. No, I mean like random people. I'll quote Joe Dirt and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, Joe Dirt." I'm like, "How does everyone know it's quotable?" I've also seen it a lot, but.
Whew.
Anyway, Joe Dirt.
I'm willing to accept that I'm the guy who likes Nacho Libre.
I like Nacho Libre. I haven't seen it in a long time though.
Stop it! Stop ruining my argument.
Stop it.
Stop enjoying things.
Get help. Stop it. Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
It just made me start thinking of Space Jam.
Come on and jam and welcome.
You're saying it backwards. That wasn't even backwards. I was just saying it wrong.
I've been doing that all weekend for some reason. What?
Oh, wait. Nah, I got it confused. I got Looney Tunes confused with Disney. That was,
How?
I don't know.
I'm just
I was
kidding.
just thinking
That's
of
an
that,
easy mistake.
that kind of thing, and it made me think, wasn't there something to do with, I thought of DuckTales, which made me think of David Tennant, which makes me think of Final Space. And they just showed the cast.
Oh, Final Space, yeah. Final Space is a show by
animated TV
our
show.
Personal friend Owen Rogers.
Oh yeah, the person who's totally knows us by name.
Knows us well. Called us the Sons of Anarchy one time because we both just have long hair and beards.
Yeah,
and we have pictures with him. Tim, post those pictures. They're on Facebook.
I will.
Our personal close friend Nolan Rogers, who said that we were an inspiration.
Fan appreciation nights at the Soda Parlor, where anyone and everyone can come get a picture with him.
Yeah, he invites a.
Nah, it was us. That was all for us.
Close 100 friends, close couple hundred friends a night.
But anyway,
we're up there.
That show that is going to be on TBS.
It's an animated Final Space. It's called Final Space.
It has they show the cast, and the cast looks really good.
Yeah, it's like
Ron Perlman, Keith David,
Perlman.
David Tennant.
Chad Perlman.
I don't know.
I think Ron just looks like a Chad.
Ron Perlman does not look like a Chad.
I'd be like, that's a Chad. Maybe like a Chester, like a chest, like a chest, like a Chesser, like a Chesser cat, like Alice in Wonderland.
I think maybe he could look like a Chuck.
You want to talk about Tim Burton?
Anyway,
Chuck, yeah.
Yeah, I think he could look like a Chuck.
Well, that's Chuck is short for Chester.
Okay, well,
I may have made that up, but I think that's right. That sounds like it's right, but it's one of those things where I'm like, I'm not 100%
I've
sure
seen
that's right.
There's women named Chuck.
There's no women named Chuck. There's no men named Aubrey.
They exist. Anyway, but the cast looks good. David Tennant, Keith David, Ron Perlman,
Olin Rogers,
Conan O'Brien. Conan O'Brien's
Obviously.
probably just going to be like a cameo, but Conan O'Brien produces it.
Yeah, he might be like that'd be cool. He's like the voice in like the spaceship or something.
Dude, that'd be perfect, especially if he actually like talked like Conan.
Who were some more? There were like
Gina Torres, who was Zoe from Firefly, is going to be in it.
You would not believe your eyes.
Okay.
You got a second season of Firefly.
No, I sure wouldn't. I'd be in disbelief.
At this point, I don't want it.
At this point, if it happened, I'd be like, I'm giving that a chance.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. No, I say that now, but if for some reason, like, tomorrow they were just like, Firefly Season 2, I'd be like, yes! I'd be like, I take back everything I ever said. Oh, I need to make a redaction on the Prowler. I said that he was a super criminal or something, but he wasn't. He was an inventor.
Okay.
Who, like, yeah. So he was like a super, I think I said I don't remember what I said he was, but he wasn't. He wasn't a career criminal. He was like an inventor. And then he started using his powers to, like...
What's an inventor other than a career criminal?
Cutting edge political commentary.
Very edgy. Edgy is what it is.
What are we? Tables? I think
you're pardon?
I'm too tired for this.
Yeah, no, you're gonna drive home.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive 17 hours.
Maybe we should wrap it up with our top.
What are we? Mummies? Cause rap. Good night.
I get it. We should wrap it up with our top 5.
Oh, top 5 superhero films off the top of my head that I didn't really have a lot of time to think about.
Or order.
No order.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not in order.
Only chaos.
Steel. Damn it.
Okay.
So these are superheroes. They
superpowers, superhero movies.
But they can also be stuff that they're not in comics. They don't have to be superheroes from a comic. So
yes.
if super is not in my top, but if it was, it could be.
Go for it.
Or Bible Man.
Bible Man had a comic.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, go ahead.
I won't argue. Go ahead. I don't know.
Okay. Winter Soldier, Logan, Kick-Ass, Batman Returns, Steel, Kazam. That's
Kazam's not a superhero.
Kazam's number 6.
He's a genie.
He was super to me. Not Steel.
He was super to me.
Not Steel and not Kazam, the Incredibles.
Space Jam.
The 5 are it's Logan, The Incredibles, Winter Soldier, Batman Returns, and Kick-Ass for me.
Logan, Spider-Man Homecoming.
Oh, all right.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, all right.
Spider-Man 1. I was playing. Amazing Spider-Man. Shit.
Which of the Spider-Mans counted?
Logan, Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man 2.
2, okay.
I don't know. I really like Green Goblin. Spider-Man 1 and 2 are number 6 because I'm not going to try to put those
Okay, got it.
over them. So Logan, Homecoming, Civil War. Are the Guardians of the Galaxy considered heroes?
Absolutely.
They're not really superheroes.
Dude,
they're like...
Dude, the ending of Guardians 1, they absolutely do something
Guardians
heroic.
2, and then probably Batman.
Like 89
Wait,
Batman?
are we doing animated?
That'll be a different category.
Okay.
Because...
that was just the thing that I just said.
If we were doing animated, then no live-action Batman movie would come anywhere near it.
No, I don't think there'd be a lot of live-action movies that would come near.
There wouldn't be a lot of live-action DC movies, that's for sure. If we included them in the same category. You got one more. Are you going to say 89 Batman?
I want to. But is Hellboy considered a superhero?
Hellboy does heroic things, and he essentially has superpowers.
I'd say Hellboy 2.
He is superhuman.
Hellboy 2, because I don't remember a lot about Hellboy 1. They're not superheroes.
Who isn't?
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Nah, no, they're not. Yeah. Basically just messed things up.
Yeah, I'd say that. And I'm probably forgetting like a huge one that I'm going to get home and be like, Chicka!
Yeah. If we're talking animated ones, then I've probably got like...
I got to think about it if it's animated.
It's like, I don't know, anything DC ever releases. Mask of the Phantasm,
seriously.
Return of the Joker,
Mask of the Phantom Ass. Dark Knight Returns.
Oh yeah, Dark Knight Returns. Part 1 and 2, or we'll say that's one movie. Under the Red Hood.
Well, yeah, Under the Red Hood. Justice League Dark is up there for me.
Yeah,
the animation is not solid, but I think the dialogue and the
actual story is pretty great. Yeah.
Who dare? What does he say?
Who dares? Yeah, it's Alfred Molina.
Like, as soon as they like just break it.
Yeah.
Who dares?
Yeah.
I like that's such a badass. Oh, I don't. Never mind. I'm gonna say it's a badass fight. It is a badass fight.
Yeah.
Flashpoint.
I think Flashpoint was pretty good. I wouldn't put it in my top 5 though. My top 5.
No.
We can just end it there, honestly.
No, I want to say Mr. Freeze.
Oh,
ice cold
Sub-Zero.
Sub-Zero, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I really like that one.
I don't know if I made it to 5. Batman Beyond: Return of the Joker, Mask of the Phantasm, Under the Red Hood. What were some of the other ones you said? Oh, Dark Knight Returns.
I dare you to say that again. Mark the Mask of...
I already said that.
I know, but
I don't know if I'll put Sub-Zero in there.
I really like it. Well, I watched it as a kid. I haven't seen it since I was a kid, but I loved it as a kid.
The way it ends is fantastic. Let's see. I'm trying to think of another, like... Okay, well, animated. Incredibles is in there.
Okay.
Incredibles is also in my, just... The other one, too. Should I take The Incredibles out of the other?
Nah.
It's too late.
Oh, now. Wait. Well, yeah, it's too late. Fuck it.
No, I'll pick a different one.
No, it's too late.
I'll pick something else to include in there.
Don't do it.
Why not?
Don't reach for it.
Why?
Put the gun down, Tim. This isn't what you want. Do you know what's a really cool...
Civil War!
Think of your... Oh, I was going to say think of your fifth one. Justice League Dark. You know what's a really badass... Dude, I'm going to do my top 5 Batman quotes.
Do your top 5 Justice League Dark.
Probably...
1, Constantine. 2, Deadman. 3,
No, I think 1 is...
4, Zatanna.
I think 1 would be
5,
Deadman.
The sexy house ghost.
Oh, are we saying just actual...
I'm just saying...
Sexy ghost.
I'm just saying things from the movie.
I know.
I just said top 5 Justice League Dark things.
I need to do top 5 Batman quotes, because that would be a cool... If we start doing, like, countdown videos...
Number 1,
people... Yeah, people say, like, countdown videos are cheap and dumb, but I really like
love them.
I do, too.
I adore them, unironically.
And, like, a top 2
I love
Batman
the hype of seeing every single number pop up. I get a little tingle a little rush.
A little rush.
Dude, I remember when JonTron uploaded, like, top 10 Mario Kart tracks. And I was like, yeah, this is basically what I want.
And then he, like, took all of them down.
Yeah, because I think he doesn't like them.
But now that we have JonTron Archives, Lost Video, or whatever they are.
Right.
No, that scene in Justice League Dark... Okay, there's a scene where, like, the Reapers of Death, like, the Grim Reapers are, like, circling this house. And they're, like, getting, like, right in Batman's face. And they're like... He feels no fear. Like, you know, what...
It's like, who they're vexed by you. He's like, this one has cheated us multiple times.
Yeah, this one has cheated us. And he's like... It, like, zooms in on his... Or, like, they get, like, face-to-face, and Batman's just like... Boo!
And they, like...
And, like, jumps. And, like, the Reapers, like, fly back.
Batman makes the Reapers, like, startled.
Batman has a lot of cool line.
Yeah.
Batman
has more than one or two cool line.
Cut it. I gotta go. And welcome to the Slam. Space Slam.
DuckTales! Okay.